Hey guys, this is Saikat. Welcome to my channel Saikat's Tutorial. Before you start watching this video, you must go through content projection tutorial. The link is given above. If you already have watched that content projection tutorial video, then you can continue watching this tutorial. In today's session, we will talk about content child and content children. The concept of a content child is similar to a view child, but the content child of the given component are the child elements that are projected into the component from the host component. To get a reference to that child, we can use either content child decorator or the content children decorator. They work in similar ways to the view child and view children. Content child decorator returns one child and content children decorator returns a query list. Now let me show you an example. Here under test folder, we have a projection component for content projection, and as you can see, we have used ng content directive to project some content over here, and that component we are using here, app projection, and within that app projection we are projecting these contents. Now what I want to do is I want to project the content of another component within this app projection directive. We have another component here, the date viewer component, where we are displaying today's date. So let's use this directive. Let me copy this selector and use it under the second app projection directive just before the input element. Now let me save it. Let's see in browser. Okay, so the content of our app date viewer is displayed here just before the input element. Now let's grab the reference of app date viewer in our projection component. For that, first we need to open projection component, and here we need to import content child. Now let's use the content child decorator. Then what we are trying to achieve, we will get the reference of date viewer component. So let me copy the class name, use it here, and let's import that component as well, which is a type of date viewer component. Alright, so now we have the reference of date viewer component, but that can be accessed only within ng after content init or ng after content checked lifecycle hook. Now let me import after content init interface and implement here. Need to overwrite ng after content init function. Now within the function, if we write console.log, then this dot date viewer component, see what we will get. In the console, we can see the reference of date viewer component and all public properties available in that component we can see. Okay, so that variable is also accessible from this projection component. So if we change the value of that variable, we will also be able to do. Now what if we get multiple occurrence of the date viewer component? If you use the same app date viewer component multiple times and use content child, then you will see only the first instance reference is received here. So to get multiple instances of date viewer component, we actually need to use content children decorator. Now let's replace content child with content children, and since content children returns a list, so that also need to be taken in consideration. So the list will be a type of query list, and we need to use the generic notation for query list. Okay, now if we see in the browser, here we have the result. All three components are displayed under underscore results. So this is not a pretty readable format. We can convert into array to array function, and that will pretty print the array of three components. Using the reference, we can change the value of any public property of that date viewer component from our ng after init function. You can loop through each element of that array like this. There you can access each element and do anything whatever you want as per your required business logic. Alright guys, so that's all for today. If you have any confusion, then you can ask me in the comment section, and if this video helps you, then please don't forget to like, share and subscribe to my channel. Thank you guys, thanks for watching, have a great day, bye.